Hello guys, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today's video we have a bit of updates and a new banner, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So first of all, we have an additional event information for the Master Tonberry. Pretty much as simple and easy. Nothing so crazy whatsoever. We get the updated version, which is the golden tickets, so nothing so crazy over there. We got the new event, which is the Material Hunt. We're going to talk about that later on. We got a winter campaign event and a guild battle 18, which we actually got a lot. And there's a new banner, but we're going to talk about that into the end of the video. So let's talk about the winter campaign. So it says here, clear missions to get a total of draw tickets for 50. Log in during the campaign. You get a lot of winter stuff, which is the gacha tickets, and some ascension things. Nothing about blue crystals, so that's a boo-boo. And let's go ahead and talk about the events though. So oh, wait a second, now that we're talking about the missions, what kind of campaigns that we're actually having? Okay, consume 100 stamina in battle, 200, 300, 500, 1k, log into a build, perform any 30 draws, Chocobo expeditions, high win, premium quests, so nothing so crazy of the ordinary. And they're normal gacha tickets, which is kind of fine, but they could have given us more blue crystals or something like that. It's just my opinion, of course. Now let's talk about the Master Tonberry. Nothing so crazy, like I mentioned. We just get the golden draw tickets. Just completed. You either have the rewards from the optimal one, which is this, which you get 100 blue crystals, and then you got the normal one, which you get more blue crystals down here. And what do we have on the golden tickets? Do we have any kind of new weapon or something? No, pretty much I think it's just ascension things. As you can see, pretty much from level 1 you get this, Kate memory, and that's it, just a lot of ascension things, which it's not bad, even so. But it is what it is. It's just like normal stuff. At least you get 200 blue crystals along the way. Now let's talk about the Material Hunt. It's simple and easy, guys. You just need to go directly from here. You can actually get, well, first of all, you get 100 blue crystals, but just completing everything. You get 700 blue crystals in total, and you get a first clear, which it is the material of all of the elements. You get earth, wind, water, lightning, ice, and fire. So just complete all of them, you get blue crystals, and you also get tickets, well, medals in other words. So you can actually change it for, well, it says refined Thundara, so if they're refined, that means that it's much powerful, which I do see here that you get 11.5% of lightning potency, which is kind of amazing. You get refined. You also get the normal ones. Those two are just refined, so those are things that they're absolutely very good. And then you got the normal stuff, which you get normal rewards, etc, etc. Nothing so crazy about the drill, just a lot of things for blue crystals, and you get gil. My recommendation obviously is going to be the refined Materias, which is refined Thundara and the Thundara Blow. I think those are the ones that you need to pursue. Just do this all today. This will be ending until January the 7th, so we're good to go in that part. Now let's go with the guild ranking. So the guild ranking, let's see what we got, because I haven't seen what's the guild ranking from here. So what do we actually have here? So I think it's electric. Yeah, it's electric. So let me see what characters I can build out from this. Alright, I was able to actually complete everything, so this is my team. Simple and easy. Cloud, Sith, Cloud being the main DPS, Sith being the debuffer, and Aerith being the healer. Pretty much already do have equipment for Aerith, which is this weapon, which is the Mermaid Rod, which provide us 70%, well, lightning damage is increased, which is very good. I already have 2 of the weapons for Cloud, the what is this? The Murasame, which is very simple and easy. And we got the Eldritch Sword, which it was from the Dragon Quest weapon, even so that I'm actually trying to overboost it to the White Star. I was not able to get it, but it's still a very good weapon. Last and whatsoever, I got the Dragoon Lance, which is very, very good for this. It decreases the lightning resistance for all the enemies. And pretty much I also have the skin. One more thing that you need to keep in mind, guys, when you go to this equipment, just remember that you have to equip every single sub-equipment that you think that it will work for your team. In this case, I actually got Cloud, which is very good with this. Well, I can even replace it with this and put this maybe, because it does provide me a lot of lightning potency and Hero's Aura. But that's just my opinion, of course. What does Hero Aura do? Oh yeah, more lightning ability damage. Okay, I think it's much better, that one, than the other one. Let me see if I can change it. Yep, I can. So, yep, let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, pretty much just remember to do that. And even so that this is not the official ranks, remember that you're able to get blue crystals by just doing the mock battles, which you got a total of 450 blue crystals, which is kind of good. And last and whatsoever, let's go ahead and talk about the banner. We actually have a new banner. Oh, I haven't completed this one? Okay, let me get this. I was not aware that I was actually getting a new banner though, a new free banner, so that's kind of cool. Cuando quieras. Gracias. What do we got from here? At least if it's yellow, that's fine. And it's free, so there are no complaints there. Now, what's the last thing? Oh yeah, the banner, obviously. I was going to say the banner. It should be Limit Breaker. No, this is going to be over. This is a feature one, which the feature ones means that, well, except the skin, the weapon is going to be there, so that's going to be cool. Well, I did mention that if this was a Sid banner, but I got wrong. I'm sorry, if it was Glenn, but now we just noticed that it's Sid. It's because of the, you know, pretty much of the Santa hat that I was not able to recognize if it was Sid or it was Glenn. So at least we know that it's a Sid skin. So we got two banners. We got one that you need to use for red crystals, which, if I remember correctly, it was because of the stamps. So there you have it. If you actually want to do the pay to win banner, you get a lot of like 5-star weapons, as you can see, and you get the skin as well. And then if you get the normal one, you go to the stamps over here, and it's just normal Boohoo Waha like we always do. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you want or not, you can get it from the wish list, but to be honest, it's something that we're gonna get eventually, so there's nothing crazy over it. So let's talk about the banner itself. So the skin, it looks incredible, it looks cool. It's a Santa one, obviously it's thematic, so I like it. It does have Santa vibes, and even has the beer, so that's pretty much good. So let's talk about the weapon itself. So we got Antler's Pike. Deals 490 physical lightning damage for a single enemy. Also applies lightning damage bonus for all allies. Condition for use: 1 ATB gauge. Regen to all allies. Physical ability: lightning potency, physical, and sigil boost for X. And we got the skin itself, which 3 times deals 1.5k of physical lightning damage. Also physical defense is decreased, and increase the command gauge for a potency of 50%, which provides 3 uses. That's for the ability of the skin. Then we got Reprieve, since we already know that it revives you. And then we got the Pilot Long White Beard, which provides buff and debuff extension for 40% and physical and magical ability damage for 20%. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very good effect. I really like the revive, and then you're able to get magical and physical ability damage for 20%. The buff and debuff extension, that's cool as well. Remember that Sid can provide us buffs with its ultimate. Some weapons also provides that. And also we got the stop condition, which is also a very good mechanic on Sid, which I consider that it's a very good character. It's very good. If you get the chance, the weapon, it's not gonna be exclusive or anything like that. We'll get that in the wish list maybe 2-3 months, depending on how they update their situations. But the skin itself, it's also very good because of the effect that you have here, because it provides physical lightning damage. It's an extra hit. The physical defense is decreased, and it also increases your command gauge for 50% of your potency. So the skin, it's cool, the effect is cool. In my end, I really like it, but I already have a Sid skin, which is another lightning skin. Obviously, it doesn't have the command ability there. It doesn't have it, so that's another big boohoo, but that's fine. If you think that you don't need this effect, which in my case I don't need it because it also requires your command ability, I'm not going to be pulling for this skin. I don't know if we're going to have more holiday skins, which, remember, I don't know if we're going to have more event skins such as the Tifa, the Aerith one. We also have the Lucia, and I'm forgetting another holiday theme. I don't remember. I don't remember if there was any Cloud, Barrett. There was no Barrett one. I don't remember about Jens. Oh, I think we had one for Yuffie. I don't remember if we had a Yuffie one. I remember that it was a Lucia skin, and that's it. I can't remember anything else. We don't have a young Sephiroth skin. We don't have the first soldier, since I mentioned that Lucia. We don't have a Zack skin. I think I mentioned all the skins whatsoever. I think I'm missing one or other holiday skin, but I don't remember. But hopefully they can do the reruns later on. Those skins were not available there. I don't know if we're going to have a rerun for that. It's going to be over until December 31st, which is going to be in the next 2 weeks. So you have 2 weeks to actually get this. And remember, if you have the chance, you get the chance to try to pull for the Abraxas weapon, which is kind of cool. We also have this until December 31st, which is going to be over until the next 2 weeks. What was the effect? I forgot. Okay, so it provides ice resistance, so it's just for ice damage. And obviously here you get physical and magic defense for a 20% and also attack for a 10%, which is kind of cool. And then you get the buff and debuff extension. We also have the near skins that I forgot to tell you. This is going to be over until January the 7th. So this is all about physical damage, earth resist, or decrease earth damage. What was this one? I think it was potency. Oh, water weapon boost. And water resistance is decreased. Okay, and the weapon here, it provides physical weapon boost and also magic weapon boost. Which again, I really freaking love the kindness skin from Aerith, but just because of the fact that the skin provides general attributes, I really want the Nier Sephiroth skin. And even so, I have a lot of skins for Aerith, so I'm gonna calm myself a little bit there. Oh, and don't forget to do this free poll, so we're good to go. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. We didn't have any kind of crazy event, but hey, at least we got a lot of blue crystals, at least 1k, 1.5k maybe. Then when we get the official one, then obviously we're gonna get more blue crystals. So let's go ahead and make the recap. So again, material hunt, you just pretty much complete it. You get blue crystals along the way. There's no co-op event here, so you just complete it. You get the refined Thundara blow and the normal one, which I recommend to actually get one. The Master Thornberry hunt, you just complete the golden one. You get more blue crystals, 200 to be exact. And then later on, we got the guild battle. It's all about lightning. So just get your best lightning damage and you're good to go. You get 450 by just completing the mock battles, and later on we'll be getting a little bit more by just completing the guild battles, which is going to be until Friday if I'm not mistaken, or Saturday. It could be one of those days. And last and whatsoever, we got the banner, which is a Santa Sid banner. You got the two options. If you're what's it called, pay to win, then you get the stamps, which is just pretty much more guaranteed weapons. And then you get the normal stamps, so you can use with your blue crystals, which again, you eventually get the weapons. I don't see that the weapons are kind of cool, but that's what it is. We get the weapon, which is Antler Pike, which I mentioned is about physical lightning damage. Also provides 20% a lightning damage bonus and also 1 ATB gauge for all allies. If you already have the other skin, which is Dragoon Lance in the skin, then I think that I would just say don't pull for it unless if you like a Sid in a Santa in a Santa skin, which is kind of cool. And we also got the skin, which is the Ultra Holiday Spark, which I already mentioned, 1.5k of physical lightning damage, physical defense is decreased, and you also get the increased command gauge for 50% of your the potency. You get revive, and you also get buff and debuff extension for 40%, and also physical and magical ability damage for 20%. Which again, the skin is very cool, but I don't think I'm going to be pulling for this. I'm still going to be saving to try to pull for the young Nier Sephiroth. I think I'm going to pull in until the end of the year, maybe. It depends on how many blue crystals that I have, because I don't know, the luck could be good. Okay, that's all. Now, any kind of recaps or schedules that I have from the previous gacha games. On Genshin Impact, I'm still out of the blue. I'm trying to see if I can get Durin, but just in normal pools. Just to give you a fun fact, that in the next version we're gonna have Columbina, which is an Hydro character, which is going to be like maybe the replacement of Aino, or if you want Aino in a different lunar team, you're able to do that. So We got 2 new Geo Element characters, which is I forgot the names, but one is the Adeptus horse. It's going to be a horse Adeptus, and she is going to be a Geo character. And then we got another 4-star, which is a male character, that it's also a Geo character. So I don't want to pull for Columbina. I don't. She's not an Archon or anything like that. People are laughing at me because she's not an Archon. We already have a Water Archon, which, well, in terms of lore, it's not Farina anymore. It's Nobilet, for my understanding. But you get the point. Every nation have their own Archons, and pretty much everybody were just laughing at me like, what? She's still not an Archon. Or correct me if I'm wrong, but again, I don't think that she's an Archon. We have to wait until Sensaya. That is where we're going to get the Ice Archon. And I think that's all the elements. I think that we're just missing the Ice Archon. From my understanding, we already have all the elements. Yeah, we have all the elements. We're just missing that. And I heard that there's gonna be a buff for the Liyue characters, which they are being Shangli, Ganyu, Xianyun, and Hutao. Those are gonna be the characters that they're gonna be buff next, and I don't know when we're gonna have this buff. I don't know if it's gonna be until the next version. I'm not aware, but we're gonna have a buff for the Liyue characters. Now again, guys, because of the fact that China has a kind of a conflict with Japan, don't expect any Inazuma characters to get buff. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be buff until 1 or 2 years. I'm kind of surprised they haven't done anything with Inazuma, because they're kind of banning the Japanese right now, which I consider it stupid. It's poor of Hoyoverse that they're actually trying to cancel their plans. They also did this with Honkai Star Rail. But yeah, don't expect any kind of buff characters for Inazuma. So if you're expecting that Raiden Shogun will be buff, don't even mention that. Or Jaimiko or Kojusara, any kind of Inazuma characters are banned right now. I don't think that there's gonna be any kind of like buffs for them. I'm kind of surprised that the seiyus are still doing their jobs, but I heard that in Honkai Star Rail they're still missing a bit of dialogues because of the China situation. Honkai Star Rail, as you saw yesterday video, I actually pulled for the Dahlia. She's a very good character for the break characters. I had to modify a little bit my team of break characters because it has like a kind of a partner mechanic that the one who has best break mechanic is the one who's gonna have the dance partner, and I had Fugue as my dance partner, and like, wait, I want Firefly to be one, so I have to change a little bit the formula. I actually changed my Light Cone character from Fugue, the Light Cone character from Fugue, to the Dahlia, and then I changed it to the Luca Light Cone for Fugue, and pretty much that's where I balanced everything, because my Fugue had 260 break damage, and now my Firefly had like 200, while the Dahlia has 190. I think those are the best stats that I have, and I actually use all the 49.99 purchase to try to see if I actually can pull for the E1 Dahlia, and I ended up getting C4 an E4 Bronya. When I say, oh, what's that C4? Like, oh, garbage. Unless if you want to have a wind carry, that's for sure, but it's not good. It's not a good console. It's not a good Eidolon for that. So I'm guaranteed Aglea, so I'm not gonna be pulling anymore. You will see me getting an Aglea pull once we go to the last weeks of Honkai, which is again kind of a shame that what's it called? That because of the China situation versus Japan, they had to scratch everything from the Japanese team. It was gonna be cool. We were gonna have like a well, I don't know if Jai Sakura is going to be there, because Jai Sakura is one of emblematic Japanese character, and I don't think that they're gonna put it in there. We also gonna have the Blade Samurai theme, which it was also scratched. Hanabi, which is Sparkle. I don't know about Hanabi's design. I think they're gonna change it into a festival situation. We were gonna have everything in Japanese, but now they're gonna change it into a festival jester situation, and it's a 1-year planning, so scratching everything and trying to do everything there, oh my god. I believe that the Honkai Star Rail offices I believe they're in a crunching situation right now. For people who doesn't know what a crunch means, is that you're 24 hours working. 24 hours working. That is what one big example is Mappa, which is the animators from animes from Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Attack of Titan, the last seasons, and I don't know how many other projects that Mappa did, but they always have a crunching situation that they work 24 hours. I think that's what they're doing in Honkai Star Rail, which is kind of a bum. It's bad. It just because of the China situation, and Withering Waves are not facing all that kind of stuff, because one big difference from Withering Waves to the Hoyoverse games, they're not applied with the Chinese government, and Tencent actually los respalda, o sea, les ayuda. They don't actually have to get to those kind of problems like Hoyoverse is doing, so it's kind of a shame. So yeah, I think that we're gonna be pulling for Aglaea E1. That's the best thing that you can do for Aglaea, and I really love that character. I don't know about the other characters that we're gonna have, but I knew I was gonna lose this to 50-50 because I know my luck in Star Rail, so whatever. Then we got Zenless Zone Zero. We already have the new mechanic character, which looks like Zendaya. Zenyatta, I'm sorry, Zenyatta from Overwatch by Yue, I think it's called. I'm not gonna pull for him. I'm actually saving for Shungjuan. We're gonna have a live stream. Hoyoverse is gonna have a live stream for Zenless Zone Zero. I think they're gonna reveal all the buffs for the older characters and also the co-op one, which it's an incredible thing. I want to see the co-op one. I'm really excited about how it's gonna work on the co-op thing. The new version for that is gonna be until the 28th of December, which is gonna be the next 2 weeks. And I'm gonna be saving for Shunsuang. I haven't pulled anything because I want that character. And last and whatsoever, Withering Waves. To the next week, which is gonna be December the 25th, that is where the new version is going to happen. And you know, we already know the banners, which is Cartethia. They already confirmed Cartethia. I already knew it was the Cartethia banner, but they just needed to confirm it. And we got Chacona again. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they actually put another rerun of Chacona. And we got the new character, which I forgot what was the name of the character. It starts with an L. That has the roller skaters and also the motorcycle, which yet again Genshin Impact is trying to do the drama that they're copying their brake mechanics, which we already have an event how the brake mechanic works, and nothing to do with Honkai Star Rail. So you know, the Hoyo shells are kind of like they believe that the masters of all the universe, but hey, I'm a normal person and I say common sense, and I'm like, say no mames, no seas pensativo, wey. But other than that, the other banner is going to be Mondure. I think it's the new character that has like transparent legs. That comes with a rerun banner, which is Augusta and Yuno. But I already said it, guys, I actually wasted a lot of money to try to actually get Cartethia. What's it called? I think it's called S6. I'm actually trying to want to do that with S6, and when I get paid, I'm actually going to purchase the packages, which are the champion one, and once the new version arrives, I'm gonna purchase the other purchases, so I'll be able to get more. Oh, we were missing a Cloud skin. I forgot I was forgetting one. Oh wait, Cloud and Yuffie. Okay, those were the other skins from Christmas. I don't know why I forgot about that. But yeah, anywho, expect a video. I'm actually praying every single day to try to get my luck, because my luck in Withering Waves is horrible, but I'm actually wishing myself luck to try to get it on S6. And if I want to invest more money in that game, I don't think so. If I don't get the S6 of Cartethia, I may want to like do all the events of all the regions and all the new region of 3.0. I believe we're gonna give a lot of like rewards from there. Besides the battle pass and the subscription, I think those are the purchases I'm gonna do, because I think it's the first and last time I'm gonna do this in Withering Waves, because when you get a good DPS character, I think that you don't need any more DPS characters. There's going to be one who is going to help you with all the things that you need. And if you got S6 Cartethia, you don't need Chacona, so you're pretty much good. But yeah, that's all the schedules that I wanted to talk about from all the gacha games. So I'm going to end the video. Good luck if you're going to be pulling for the Sid Christmas theme. And I think into the next week, maybe I'm gonna do a New Year video about, hey, you know what? Thank you for all of you guys for your support. I'm gonna actually say this in advance. Thank you for the people who's been watching me. Ever since I've been doing the video game situations, it was so very freaking good. Gacha games such as Final Fantasy, which it was like came out of the blue, but I was very happy to actually give you the content about that. The gacha games, such as what I just mentioned, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, and Wuthering Waves, just the polls, because I know when I do content, like real content, such as Abyss or Endgames, I really hate the community from Hoyoverse. I don't know how the Wuthering Waves community handles this, but ever since I do content from the Hoyoverse, I just get bashed, or they say that they're better, and I don't like drama, and that's why I don't do those kind of videos, because I want to keep a low profile and try to avoid any kind of attention possible, because, you know, 2025. Now 2026, hopefully it could be much better. So I'm just wishing the best of the best, guys. I'm just gonna say this in advance. Thank you for watching all my videos. The 520 subscribers that I have, I know it's a very low subscription count, but it's worth for me. And lo digo de corazón, realmente agradezco a todas las personas que me están viendo. Realmente estoy muy pero muy feliz que ustedes todavía me sigan viendo, y durante todos los años since Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, I'm so freaking happy that you guys are still watching me. So that's all. Obviously, I'm gonna make a different speech once we get to New Year. But that's thanks in advance. So that's all, guys. Live today to see a better tomorrow. I'll see you guys into the next week's video. One more thing. Maybe I'm gonna do a little bit more videos of the currency wars from Honkai Star Rail, because we got a new buff, and maybe I want to explain a little bit, or maybe we can just play normal games with normal what's it called? Partidas or games? Yeah, games or matches. So we'll be able to catch up with that. Well, that's it, guys. I'll see you guys into the next week, or maybe later on. I don't know. And happy holidays. Peace, guys.